This is Matrix Lord 212, and it happens to everybody. Not a bad hair day like I have, but a bad gaming day. Or maybe it's just too many freaking games! What am I talking about? Well, I tend to have this habit of buying blocks of games, like 10 games at a time, a lot of indies, right? And I'll beat most of them, but then if there's leftovers, those leftovers get added to more leftovers, and before you know it, I'm buying a huge pad this big and filling up my backlog of games, and I can go through like writing out 100 games, and there's still way more games in my backlog. So it's a problem, but not a problem, because I'm not going to change my ways. I'm going to still buy tons of games. But eventually, I have to close up the bank, close up the wallet, and just work on the backlog. So let's talk about my backlog of games, because that's what this video really is about, right? I made a list of 100 games that I needed to platinum. Now it's probably way bigger than that. But I want to go over some games that I have on here. Maybe we could figure out why I didn't platinum each game. One of the games is called 890B. Now, this type of game, it's an easy platinum, okay? There is this one part that's really annoying that maybe turned me off. It's like this maze thing that you gotta navigate the dot through the thing, and that part you could die a lot of times. That's annoying. That could be quite possible why I just put it to the side, because I did beat this game twice, I think, already. But sometimes I'm like, I gotta do this game again? And then it gets put to the side. Another game, don't touch this button. There's a certain point in this game when, well, the last boss, really freaking hard. But there's certain things in the middle that you just like, and then I put it to the side. That was from the first 10 list of games. Then there's the list of the Square Boy versus Bullies. Now, I had one version of this, and I want to buy two. I should really beat the first version first, and then go on to Platinum and again. But of course, I get towards the end, and I couldn't beat it. And then I want to buy another version of it, and then my PlayStation went down, and I erased everything, got erased. So now I had to start both of them from scratch. What else? Prehistoric Dude, I don't know, something about the game, even though I platinumed it before, turns me off. I don't know why. Apple Slash, BFF or Die, Choice of Life, Middle Ages, Dragons in Space. There's two of those. So that's like another list of 10 games. Well, the ones that I don't list, it's not 10 games because I did beat games on each list. So then we got another list here. I bought this game called Gym Power, but I just looking at it, I don't want to play it. Then there's a game called Behind the Frame. I thought that was annoying. Crazy Chicken Cartoon, I'm probably going to buy. Didn't buy that yet. And Cotton Fantasy was kind of like $40, and I'm like, for this game, do I want to spend $40? So the answer was no. So that I don't have the game, even own it, but it's on the list because I had intentions of buying it. Z-Warp. Now, I love me a shooter, but for some reason, this game pissed me off, and I bought 2 out of the 4 versions of it. Didn't platinum either of them. Micetopia, I remember beating it the first time, but there was always something in the game that it's annoying, and it's like, I'm done. And that's what's happening in Micetopia. Fast and the Furious, I got turned off because no matter what I do, in order to get a platinum, you need to have the PS Plus. I'm like, ill? Like, why would that have to be a factor to get a platinum? So I was kind of turned off with that. From Heaven to Earth, I think I was having a problem jumping around. Grand Prix Racing, I'm not a fan of racing games, and I bought it. I don't know why I bought it if I don't like racing games, but Lizard Lady versus the Cats Platinum Edition. Now, This game pisses me off because, again, it could be an easy platinum. Could be. But I guess it was their first game, and it was just crap. Like one of the worst games ever. And it's just, sometimes the gun doesn't work. Whatever reason. There was a game, One Night Stand, I platinum. I don't feel like playing that again. But I have it. Ord, that was like a word thing. Okay, I just got bored with that. Night Lights, there was something about the middle of the part of the game pissed me off, and that was the end of that. Flavor Ride, there's something about that game too, very annoying. The play control I hated. Guard Duty, again, I can probably platinum these things if I get over my stubbornness. Guard Duty, something about that pissed me off. Guts and Goals, I went through the whole thing, and now you got to really grind to figure out how to unlock each thing to get the platinum for that. Hero Trials, again, something in the middle of it annoyed me. I guess it's you got to get to each thing in a certain amount of time. That pissed me off. Horatio Goes Snowboarding. I love this game, but getting those snowmen, it's like impossible. Iris Fall is on the list, and I own it, but I've never played it. Go figure. Our Story. Oh, okay. So there was the church. I already platinumed that already, but then there's another version of it, European region, that the first story, Halloween, church, whatever. And it's just, I'm like, I got to speed up and I got to get this thing perfectly, and I was pissed off. Paw, that game just annoys me in general. Project Starship X. There was that one thing that I felt I should have platinumed a million times, and it's not popping. And I'm just annoyed with it. Something about, like, you got to keep using your shield, and you got to hit so many amount of things, and it should have worked. It didn't work, and I was turned off for that. All right, so another list. Siggy. This freaking game pisses me off because I got the platinum already, but if you go through the whole fucking game and you're too late, it's a fucking waste. Like, you have to literally do it. I hate games like this. You have to do it in a certain amount of time, or you're fucking done. And that pisses me off. And I don't know why I bought two versions of that after I beat it once, but, I did the same thing with Clueless Treasure. Like, I got rid of the PlayStation Plus, and then you don't have the thing where you could save it. And you have to beat the game, then you have to beat the game a second time, but perfectly. Like, then you could save. Like, and I just lost interest. Lost Wing, I was doing great up until the boss, and then they did something with a patch or something, and I can't beat that part yet. Loop Index, that annoyed me. The double co-op shit. Stop that. Love Choice, you gotta be in the mood to play stuff like that. Newtonians Inversion, I already beat that once, but for some reason it's annoying me. I should just get the platinum for that already. No One's Great Illusion, I was playing that, and then it got turned off with the driving the car and stupid things, and I just stopped that too. There's a lot of platinums here. The Bunker, I went through the game, I thought I got everything. Went through the game, I thought I got everything, and I just stopped. I'm going to stop for now. Oh, Wizoid. For some reason, getting all the necklaces, I don't know. That pissed me off too. But this was a list of 100 things. And then I made another list. What's on this list? That Taco Tom game really pissed me off to gaming. I don't know. Don't like that. I hate that a game could cause that much anger. That game just pissed me off. And it wasn't necessarily because it's hard or anything. It was just annoyed me. What else? I mean, I had some great things that I played. I really enjoyed that Drunken Fist 2. So that's just a list of... What else do I got here? Oh, and then I was I was commenting back and forth with Unknown, and he said I should make a list of the cross. Well, I made a list of PS5 games I want to platinum when I get the PS5, but I think this list is me spending money, not cross-buy. And I have 104 on this list. Now, I did, like, when no one was talking about that. I also had the same idea of when I got a PS5, like going through all the cheapy platinums that take a couple minutes, right? And I was thinking, oh, why don't I just spend a friggin' day and get like 100 platinums or 200 platinums if possible. Then he suggested I should do 500 platinums for PS5 when I get it, but a month span because work is involved. And yes, work is a factor where I, can't take off work, so, and I have days off, but then I'm tired. So he suggested to go for like, say, 500 in a month of these games. I don't know if it's going to be that extensive. I love me a challenge, though, and I love me goals. But I don't know, because again, I get in moods. You'll see one day I'll get 1 platinum, right? And then another day I'll get 15 platinums in a day. And then another day I'll get 2. And then another day I'll get 12. So, like, as long as throughout the week I'm getting a good amount of platinums, you're entitled to have like a day where, or 2 or 3 even, as long as those other days you make up for it. And I try to make up for it on my gaming day, which will be now tomorrow, on Friday. But, I try to do my gaming at night. Whiskey Story was finally released on European. I bought that. Then today, the Bullet Beat's pissing me off because I'm trying to get the combo to get the platinum for that. I don't know. I'm wondering if it's how I feel that's factoring into why I think I'm not gaming as well as I should be. But then to everybody else, it's like, what are you talking about? You're getting ridiculous amounts of platinums. I'm very hard on myself. That is true. I mean, there 100 of platinums a month or more. Not everybody gets that, but I'm hard on myself. I'm like, I could do better. So maybe I'm too hard on myself. I don't know. I said a lot. Yeah. I kind of feel, because I'm not getting that much sleep. So maybe that's the factor that's pissing me off, is that I just want to sleep. And then when I get a fresh thing of sleep, then I got to go to work. So it's like, I mean, I would really love, like I said, to go into the weekends with 1,300 plots. Will I get that? I don't know. Because, again, I'm doing a truck tonight. It's going to knock the shit out of me. And then I'm off tomorrow, so I might be sleeping. But I do most of my gaming, if you notice, after the wee hours in the morning, like 12, midnight, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I get them throughout the day. Sometimes, but not always. So, where do we stand now? Well, I want to get the Dandy and Randy plat over with from that other region. The Hillbilly... Sorry I lost you. I don't know. I must have hit the button. But anyway, I got a Platinum Hillbilly Doomsday. I bought 2 versions of it. I should have just bought 1, but, that game pissed me off for some reason, so I don't like it. And if I don't like a game, I don't like letting it sit, but I kind of push it off to the side. I do. So I got to platinum that. So I got to go through my backlog. Maybe I'll do some of that today. Maybe I'll just beat some stuff that I didn't finish. Doesn't have to be in my backlog that deep, but, there's a whole bunch of recent games I got to beat. So maybe I'll do that before work. Maybe I can get 1 or 2. We'll see. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye for now.